See me? Am I in? Hi. Hello, people. Hello. Oh, there's some feedback. That's definitely working. Boy, I don't think we're doing a poll today, right? I think we agreed last time that so many people voted house that we just do house today, right? Is that fair? Is that fair? Are we okay with that? Feeling that? Is that good? Let's get some music playing while we hang out. I don't know what I'm going to play. I'll play something of my... Wait, if I have to play something unreleased because otherwise this might get like made silent in the replay. What am I going to play? Fuck it. I'll put on what's that? Oh wait, I don't even know. Fuck. We're off to a good start. Hey everybody, how you doing? I saw a guy asking about what format I play on my USBs. I don't know why people are so like into FLAC, as in FLAC, the file type. Just because, honestly, there's not a huge difference between MP3 320 and WAV. Like, yes, there is a difference, but it's not really a big one. And then the difference between WAV and FLAC is basically non-existent. Just coming from someone who works with sound all the time, I don't know. I'm just going to put a light on over here to get some... Actually, no, I'm going to turn this light off because it's like... It's changing the way the camera goes. I'll be right back. Lighting. Hey, guys. No, you're never too old to get into music production. I mean, the younger the better, for sure. Just so by the time you're like an adult, you're ready. But like, I don't know, man. It's. I know people who started late and are just fucking brilliant, and maybe that kind of, maybe coming to it older like really affects the way you think about things, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that in any kind of bad way. I should be playing some music. I just want to play something that's not gonna like get ID'd like super hard. Let's put on this. This is some pretty shit. Hello? You gonna do me? There we go. Pretty shit. My mic is looping. Why would my mic be looping? 2 seconds. I'm gonna check the stream. 2 seconds, I'm going to check the stream. Nah, it's not looping. I don't hear it. I think that's on your end, dude. Sounds like you have me opened in 2 windows or something. Unsure. I am Boards of Canada. Yeah. Yeah, it did loop, but that was because I turned it up on my computer and then it went out to you. Okay. So we got people showing up now. So the question is, do we just go straight into house? How long is this going to go for? I'm going to have to loop this thing. Yeah, do we go straight into house, or do we vote? I'm wondering if we do a poll of if we're gonna poll, right? So house versus everything else after last time, because house almost won. A lot of people saying house. I could totally do house today. Do you know what? To be completely fair. I'm gonna just edit the poll, and we'll do house, and then like everything else. And if everything else wins, we re-poll. Yeah, sound good? Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Oh, I missed a donation. Shit, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Fuck. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong screen. I'm not set up for this yet. Right, oh, I can actually check. I can check it on my emails. Okay, let's go with that. And then, other. How's everyone doing? Everyone feeling cool today? Everyone having a nice time? Reset votes. Apply changes. Right. Still getting used to this shit. Okay, here is a new poll. Go! Wait, I need to reset the votes. Don't vote yet. Fuck. Why did it do that? I told it to reset the votes. Don't vote. Don't vote. Reset votes. Apply changes. We good? Yeah, we're chilling. All right, go for it, guys. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is looking a little skewed. That's even worse. That'll do. All right, this is looking pretty conclusive. Pretty conclusive. I actually realized something after listening back to the last stream. I think that I've been here like because the mic's been here and it's been like I've been very close to my speakers and I've been getting a full sound feel. So set up new mic stand. I'm gonna be able to lean back like I normally would when I'm producing without an audience, and hopefully that's gonna make a big difference. We shall see. We shall see. Don't forget to tell your friends I'm streaming and things like that. Gotta keep this hype train rolling. Okay, let's get rid of this poll. House wins, kind of obviously. Goodbye. Let's switch over to the thing, the Twitch tax stuff. No, that shit's fucking the wording on that's dumb. No, we'll be affiliate by next time, hopefully. Right, so that boards are kind of that's my little thing gone. Wonder why we got less views than last time. A bad day? Is Skrillex streaming right now or some shit? Let's get this going. So we're doing house today. Let me set up some channels. Actually, we only need one sidechain channel because it's house. Yeah, it is quite early. Do I need to start moving my hours? Because the UK clock's moved. We moved forward an hour, so maybe I need to start streaming at 4. Shit. Banging everything. Okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm making music anyway. Like, I'd either do this with an audience or without an audience. So today we're making house. So, of course, we start with something tasty. Right, so off the bat, if you're making house, you don't need really fucking heavy kicks. Like, that's just the truth. Just looking at my sample library, deciding exactly how we're going to come at this kick-wise, because that's kind of 80% of the track done there. Maybe we'll go for something like this, like really fucking deep. Maybe we make one. Let's make one real quick. Let's use the kick maker. But I will be exporting it to audio because generally that works a bit better. Wait, I didn't need to open Siren. I need to open my kickmaker preset. And there's also something I really want to record on my mic in a little minute because with bass house, to be honest, even with bass house, like I think that all the best bass house, when you hear it, it's like the drums are quite subdued, and actually so are the sounds, like so are the bass sounds and everything up front. I do genuinely think that house is better and sounds better when you kind of hold everything back just a little bit, and you kind of get that kind of like I don't give a fuck vibe. It's just that sort of like grooving, like moody, maybe moody. Even when it's like happy and shit, it's always got house is moody. I digress. Kickmaker 2. Let's go. Let's just get a nice... Well, basically, I'm just going to make a nice, deep, chilled out. That's like way too much excitement. Let's go at 125. I like slightly slower house tunes, but we might change that a little later. So. All right. Let's get housey with it. Hey, thank you, Convivial HD. Convivial, what's that? Thank you, man. I hope you're doing well too. Let's Let's get this. Right, so that's... Don't play that up here. I think we want a lot less of a... Now we're housey, right? Right. I need to make sure I'm leaning back. I keep leaning forward during streams, and whenever I'm making music without the microphone here, like I'm usually back here, and that's the sound that I'm used to. So, yeah. Let's see. But yeah, we're starting to get there with that kick. I'm wondering if we want. So LFO2 is like the general like long sweep, and LFO1 is the transient sweep. Right. So. Kind of into it. I think maybe we want it slightly longer than an eighth, just because of the way we're going to sidechain it. So what we'll do is we'll actually do it by length. We won't about that long. And then I'll fade it once it's audio. And I don't think I want it to settle so heavily at the bottom. Because right now, it's quite, if we were to saturate that, it's quite tonal. I don't know if we want that. Like, listen to this. Kind of hits a note. Or do we want that? I don't think we do. I don't think we do want that. I'm not going to take forever on this. You know what? Let's just roll with it. Let's export that. So we're going to turn that into audio, have a nice little look at it, think to ourselves, we made a nice kick, and then leave it at that. Let's throw that up there in case we want to make a different one later on. But, look, we made a nice kick. Normalize, do that. We're going to fade it so that we don't get that kind of like click at the end, and then we can actually make it pretty much exactly an eighth long. But I like to let it run over slightly, because then you can slightly shuffle the bass to kind of come in slightly offbeat with the sidechain later on. But that's just a thing. And we may even go to a point where it's just like, it depends. We'll see what the track turns into. We might fully just do this too, actually. I think I'm going to do that. That's nice. We like that. But maybe a bit of a curve. Yeah. Is the stream dying? Yeah, it seems to be dying for me too. Yeah, that's happening for me too, because I can see it down here. Weird. Wonder why that would be. Let me check. Let me just check my Twitch readout. My stream readout. 1 second. God, I hate having to switch what's on the monitor. But we made a kick at least. We can all go home now. Maybe Steam's downloading some shit. That could be it. No, that's not it. Surprising. Need to close all those things. Or it could be streaming something to my Twitch app. Who fucking knows, dude? It all looks good to me. Everything looks kosher. I think it's good now too. Let's get back to work. I'm coming close to, there's a couple tracks I'm working on at the moment. I'm finally coming close to finding some vocals for them that work, which is fucking great, because I've been kind of tearing my hair out over some of the current project files. But hey, that's how it goes. Sometimes you're on it, sometimes you ain't. Right, so generally when it comes to house, yeah, you know, start with the kick, because it's like such a huge part of everything in the track. Got a 4-bar loop. I'm gonna start adding some vocal things from the very beginning. Like, let's get a check. Basically, I'm just going to put in a load of cool words like check and break and yeah. And we'll fuck with them, just sort of like, you know, just like check. But we'll make it a bit more interesting than that. Whoa. I'm cold today. Don't know why. Probably because the temperature is lower, right? Let's. Right, I'm going to frequency shift it pre-compression. Well, pre-EQ and check. That's kind of cool, like that. EQ, then compress, and then we're going to make it really short because we want space. Check. Want that. Check. That might be a bit much. Check. Check. We're going to make it shorter than that, though. Do that. Do that. Fade it out. Check. That's kind of cool. I like how short that is. Now we're going to compress the living shit out of it. And I'm going to duplicate that, like, that setting and put, like, loads of different vocal effects through there just so we have some, like, some movement around everything. Check. Right. So let's get some more random words. Fuck with them. Let's just go with, like, spoken word. See what we got.
Drop the bass like a bumbo clad gun.
This one's so over the top.
Turn it up. We sound system, blood clot, expensive and dear. We're not afraid to burn it up.
He's excited as fuck, man. I love it. I missed that donation as well. I didn't have my fucking readout on. Shit. Thank you so much. Who that was? Did you just fade the kick? No, I didn't fade the kick. Kick's been faded for a little while now. Let's do that again. All right, I've got my readout now. I'm really sorry to those 2 donations I missed. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Track's done, guys. And then, like, let's get another one, like a smaller one, like a...
Oh, yeah. Yes, check it out.
Okay.
Let's get the O from the okay. But we might pitch that one up instead. 33. That'll do. 33 offbeat. Fade it in slightly, fade it out more. That could be more swung. Cool. These two are a little bit too similar. So let's make this one a bit like bit cooler in some way. Maybe up. Oh, that was the wrong channel. It's kind of cool. That's really cool, actually. Maybe I might fade that in. I mean, not fade that in. Speed that in. Yeah, that's kind of sick. Like, these aren't going to be that loud anyway, but once we have these all in place, we can start adding hats and stuff, get some cool stuff going. We'll start adding things. Generally, I'll start with drums with house because it's so focused around the kick and whatever the hi-hats are doing to pull everything, you know. Cool. Yeah. I think these are going to happen every bar. I'm just thinking of this in terms of like a 2-bar loop right now. Let's leave it where let's leave it like that for a bit. I want to record this thing. 1 second. I just need to pour some water out of this thing. So this thing sounds fucking amazing, and I've been meaning to sample it for ages. Get that? Let me turn that mic on. You guys will hear what I mean. So this is just a tin cup with some water in it, and I've been meaning to sample one of these for ages because they sound kind of troll. Gonna drink some more water, actually pour some more water out of it so that we got a lower pitch. Don't know if you can hear that, but you will in a second. All right. Let's just record this, leave this running. Don't need the metronome. Could you guys hear that? Or was that just like silence with me in the background just hitting a thing? Let me normalize this so you guys can hear what it is. So this is what that... I'm going to need to compress that. You'll probably hear me moving around and breathing with that compression on, but... Hey, thank you, Nickies. What's that? Hey, thanks, man. Well, I might do another Bring It On mix at some point. I know I've been saying that for years, but... Hey, ProNoob13, thank you so much. Let's EQ this. Let's just get a good one. Like, these are mad. There were some really good ones later on as well. So this is just the water in the cup, changing the... Ooh. That one's nice. Don't know if you can hear that. Whoa, why is that happening? Oh, that was so confusing. That's it here. Don't know if you can hear that. Weird. You know what? Those are cool too. That's really cool. I really like that sound. Me slamming a spoon down on a desk. Let's convert that to a new audio file. No, not sampler track, you dummy. Oh, I'm leaning forward again. I'm leaning forward. Spoon desk. Oh, I also need to save this this project file. Stream hoose. Let's do it in the Dropbox. Right, so this thing. Dude, that's so house. I'm just gonna do that every fucking beat. I wonder if this is just gonna work like as it is without any addition. Hell yeah, guys! Spoon on desk. Let's just put this every single time. It needs EQing. It's a little mid-heavy, but you know. Oh, I also fixed the paragraph thing. It's now 250 instead of 140. I wonder if these could stand to be like, yeah, that's better, isn't it? That kick's cool. I like it. Right, now I'm going to get some more of the spoon on cup action. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get 3 of those. Wait, no. 5 of those. Let's just do random ones. There's one over there already. That one. And let's just grab that one. Basically, I just want to make some really interesting short percussion. What you want with house especially, and this works kind of in any genre, but like, yeah, especially house, is if your sounds are short and the high end is especially short, so it's kind of like you would want a kick sample to be, where you've got a short thing at the beginning and then mostly just fundamental or just like low harmonics around the fundamental. Like a good example, I think of that's actually one of my tunes is Tico or Sweets. Those tracks they surprisingly still kind of sound good in clubs, and that's because the high end is really, really empty. You've just got mostly transients in the high end, and that also means you can make them really, 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 really bright, and that means that you end up with a really bright mix that's also really dynamic. It's cool. It's a cool way to run a mix down, and I think that's probably how we're going to do it today. Right. So they sound mental, which is great. That's exactly what we want. Let's shorten them all. Right. Right. Just need to get the beginning of these all sorted so that they're not. This isn't going to be like a main feature. It's just it's something I've been meaning to do for a while, and now I've got the hits on my hard drive. I don't need to record them again. They might not even make it into the thing. We've already got a kind of cool groove. How far off are these? 62. So I'm just trying to keep the groove reasonably consistent, and then put these like this. Slice that there. Do that. Make that happen. Let's now make these sound interesting, because they sound okay, but they could be, they sound okay, but they could be more interesting. Yeah! So the reason this sounds kind of cool is that each of those hits obviously is a different hit. So like, it doesn't feel really artificial. And that's really important, I think. It sounds like a drum and bass triplet tune. That's not what we're doing, though. We're doing house today. Where is my... Let's do frequency shifted. Let's frequency shift it down. I wonder if there's a way to get this punching a little harder. Maybe you don't low cut it so much. Oh, that's pre. Okay. That might end up taking too much mix space, but for now I like it. Let's try dispersing it. Very close to my microphone right now. It's like producer ASMR. Where's... I'm blind. I couldn't... That's kind of cool. So we got... that sounded really late. I think it's that one. Cool. I think the high end's a bit much. It's a bit too... bit too ticky. Let's just do that. Maybe we can get rid of the disperser too. Yeah, fuck it. It's fine for now. Let's... Oh, no. So let's get some loops going. So we got like a... I'm going to move this to here. We've got like something that feels like there's like a thing going on. Right, now I can start thinking about. We can start thinking about some chords. Let's. So I'm going to do something that you won't see me do that often. Oh God, yeah, that's an audio channel. Right, I need to. That's really confusing to me because green on Logic usually means that it's a MIDI channel, but when you export something like that, it turns it. Yeah, not important. Just need to quickly do this because my brain blue, and then we're going to change that to a kick drum icon because we fucking can. Right, let's. Whoa, it generated the click channel. That's really weird. Does that mean my metronome's dead? Yeah, it broke my metronome. That's so weird. Why would it do that? Not important. We don't need that right now. Let's. Yeah, let's make a synth. Something kind of a bit lo-fi-ish. Let's also set up a really simple sidechain bus for now. I'll do sidechaining properly later on, but it's good. Let's skip that right now because we've got LFO tool for that. Just for now. Just something like that. Right. Synth. What do I want to do? Let's do something really simple. Just something like some window sync signs. For now, and then once we have like a pattern, we can work out exactly how we want this to sound. Yeah. I like it, but I don't think it's the vibe for today. I think the sidechain's slightly off too. It's kind of throwing me into a different direction that I want to be. Yeah, it does have that Lethal League feel. Those chords are really Lethal League. I didn't even fucking clock that until you said that. Good spot. This is quite a vibe already, just like... just one note. Changed my mind. I'm gonna just leave this here with one of them. I have an idea. There's some chords I'd never used a while ago, and I think that I want to use these today. And I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. Which means we need a Rhodes. I don't know if it's gonna stay on that sound, but that's right, where oh wait, that's a Logic sound. Not a Rhodes, maybe a whirly. Like a funk whirly. How's that? What's the classic one like? We want a kind of like angry one. That's cool. Yeah, okay, let me turn on. It's like a 4/4 bar pattern. I'm just going to get it down really quick. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this actually, but fuck it. Wow, the metronome died, didn't it? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's give myself a bar before it goes with the kick. So I'm just going to record like the top of the chords, and then I'll record the chords underneath. That was a bad loop. Right. So let's do that. Here we in F. I'm going to click this in, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to click this in. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just going to do slow-mo. Okay, I'm just going to slow the project file down so I can record with a bit more accuracy because I'm not the best keyboardist in the world. But that doesn't matter because Logic does it for me. Logic plays it back. Yeah. I fucked that up a little bit, but it's fixable. That needs to be a fucking thing. I heard that. What was that? I gotta wait for it to catch up on the stream. Wow, I'm behind. I'm very behind. This is how long it's taking for it to show up on my stream. Hello? Is it going to? I think it's now. Yeah, there you go. Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate you. That was a fun show. But that was a good show. I'm going to refresh this page so that my stream catches up. Lovely. Right, let's get back onto this. So. Did Buster show up? Is that... you know, I'm going to go slow-mo again just so I can kind of hear this thing a bit faster. And well, let's put this on like a swing grid. Let's put that low. That's a bit too farty. All right, here we go. So I'm going to fuck with this a lot, I think. I think this is obviously going to be like a very, very important element for the identity of this tune. Like as soon as this comes in, it's going to tell the story of the track. So this needs to be on point. like the first time you hear this needs to be like, whoa, I was so glad that riff came in. And that's exactly what we're going to aim to do. Let's just shorten that to that. Delete that now. Make the... Okay, so... Shorter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe it is a bit too high. Actually, good point. I wonder if I can fix that. I think actually if I just put it in a really different key, we'll be fine. It does kind of have the same sort of arc to it as hoo-ha, but the chords are different in their respective key. I don't know. I don't like that. Let's compress it too. I'm probably going to change the sound anyway, but like let's get this under a sidechain too. Yeah, get rid of that. Na, 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 na. So it seems like we are, this track kind of favors things being 3/16 long. This probably wants to be like that though. Gotta make sure these are all like clustered together, I think, in terms of links. There's release on this, so I need to fix that. Just 1 second while I go into here. No, details. Okay, release. There we go. That. Actually, no, let's make all these long. I wonder. I think we want a different key too. Go like B. Let's see how that is. Oh yeah. Make that one long. I think maybe these third ones in the sequence do want to be longer. So it's like da da da, right? Oh. So this is a little dirty here. Get all these the right length. I could probably do this quicker, but at this point, I'm too damn proud to do anything any other way. So this is a bit bare. This could be a bit more harmonically rich, which we will. Okay, there's like a melody that goes on. Na, 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 na. So that's one of those melodies that just kind of jumps out from the harmonics. this is one of those riffs that could you could totally just have like a high string and a clap. Like, you know, let's just do it. Why would I? That's how the build-up's going to work. Fuck it. Yeah, let's delete that. Right. Where are you? Let's get a clap. Like a really, actually, 150. I've got some claps I recorded of my own. So let's just, you know, put me in there. From like, let's just do it from like bar 13 for now. Like just to illustrate the point. Maybe this will make a huge vibe, and then we'll be like, oh shit. But for now. So get like a proper disco high string pads. So right now I'm just kind of trying to give myself an idea of this track's general everything and vibe, I guess. We're in B, right? You know, proper housey, but without the sidechain. That's what I'm going to record. Right, yeah, literally, Logic does this thing sometimes where it decides to create the metronome channel in like the arrange view, and then forever it is just like, that's what it is, it's just gone. So that sounds really dark. And that's intentional, because this starts on a major chord, but the rest of it's kind of like it pretends it's minor, even though the first chord is major. So when when you hear this for the first time, which definitely needs reverb, may I add, it's like the first time you hear that, it's like, oh yeah, shit, we're going in. This is like some heavy, okay, serious, heavy times. Also going to soothe it slightly. Doesn't need a lot of soothing, just a little. It is slightly piercing. There we go. Just nicer to listen to. And then you hit them with this. The mix isn't nice. I'll be right back. Just gonna go to the bathroom. I'll leave it looping. Yes. All right, let's backtrack a little minute. Let's backtrack to the intro, because I heard a little thing. Let's get some stupid little kind of. Let's get some like things that sound like vintage keyboards. Like often you can just get like out of the first couple harmonics, you can make a million different sounds. So sine. Right, so if you kind of just go like, if you play around with that, you can get like pretty much all of the sounds that they make on like old keyboards. Like, I like that, that'll do. That's what I'm going to do. Is Buster still here? Wait, why is everyone pinging me? Oh, can I get some tips on how to play Silas? Fuck off, Andy. Finally noticed one of your things. Oh, wait, this is everyone. Okay, so everyone pinging me right now, these are people I play League with, and they're all assholes. It's because I'm trying to learn Silas at the moment and having a fucking terrible time. I'm bad at him, but I will learn. Promise. Right, let's give this a little bit of context, some space, and then a bit of compression, and then we'll put that through the sidechain. Wherever that is. Yeah. That didn't do the thing I meant for it to do. Is Silas the reason I went to bed early yesterday? No, I've been trying to claw my sleeping pattern back. And I've actually been having some success, which is great. Hey, Blah Dixon, what's up? Lava will be released this year for sure. For sure. Don't you worry. It's not finished yet, though. So, you'll need to do that first. Don't know about this. Too much reverb. Too many emails. Let's give it like a spring reverb as well, like a slapback, like a dimension expander. I think that'll be a good idea. I need to stop talking under my breath because it's really bad for my voice. So if I'm muttering, bad things are happening. Right, let's record this. This is such a simple line as well. I actually fucked it up somehow, but it's fine. All the note data is there. Look at that. 2 notes at the same time. Fucking fat finger in it. Yeah. I'm tempted to make this off grid actually. There's only one in there that I don't like. That one. Nah, I'm not gonna. This is so cheap sounding, I love it. Let's put these in. But like, let's make this, let's put these strings in, but like make them an octave lower and then detune the shit out of them so that they're like quite hard to listen to. Where are you? We're gonna put these really far in the background too, so like, don't worry. This is. Oh, this is okay. God, it sounds like the 90s. That's exactly what we want. Put this in here. I'm gonna change this note too. It's not gonna be na na. It's gonna be na na. Wait, we're in B. Yeah, I'm into it. All right, let's see if those claps work. Not that into it. They're a bit too flam. They work really well for the breakdown, but we want something way tighter. Let's see if the tiny clap that I have is the vibe for this one. Because it is tiny. I can say it is a tiny clap. Where are you? And it's also got pre-roll. Hooray! Needs a tom. Like a really like a shitty drum machine tom. Still creating the vibe. This is going to be a lot easier than usual, though. Exactly that. Let's see if this is quite right. That's too far. I actually think I want something a bit lower, something in a lower register. Like I'm just looking for like that classic tom drum sound. Like you'll know it when you hear it. Well, I'll know it when I hear it too. Not that. No.
Brook be the home.
That's not a tom. Not 80s. We're looking for like. These are so not the samples. That's the kind of thing. I only want one of them, and that's like. I think that's a CR78, which is like a classic drum synth. Not as well known as the 808, obviously. I think we all know that one. I think we only want 3. Let's go with like 21 off beat there, 61 and 61 there. All right, and then what we'll do is that, cut. Oh, shit. Cut. And we'll also fade this in. Perfect, that sounds great. Let's go with that. Then fade it in. Oh, God, didn't do it right. Fade it in. I should probably frequency shift that until it sounds like correct. Basically, all of these things that we're making now as well, we can see which ones work in the drop and which ones don't. Like, no, we want to like change that. You can use on drums, you can use frequency shifters to basically tune drums quite often. Oh, you'll go really high. Ah, nice. Right, we just need a boom. Boom. Do I have my own? Not really a boom. Badly labeled stun. That'll do for now. Let's see what impacts we have. Impact! Put that on the offbeat so we'll get like a boom kind of thing. Well, that's really useful, isn't it? That sounds great. Let's delete my shitty little one. I'm really bad for making effects. I think something I might do is just spend a day making things. Like, things like this. It's just so I have my own ones, because I feel kind of crappy using other people's. Like, I'll make them specifically once it comes to the end of, like, finishing a track. I'll replace all the effects with stuff of my own. But it'd be nice to be able to reach for my own, you know? Right, let's actually start making a track now. We got kind of all the things in place. Yeah, the thing is though, VR actually enjoys doing those things. I find it like homework. I just want to write the music, you know? Where's that kick coming from? Oh, it's up there. Jesus. All right, we got something. I want to play around with the idea of using a synth for this instead. I like the electric piano. I've saved it here. We're not getting rid of it. But I wonder if we can get a stronger vibe from a shit synth. Totally cool idea, maybe. I know that sounds like shit right now, but I think we can win. Maybe not. I think that only works when you distort individual notes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Forget about that. That's not important. Actually, maybe we could do something with kick attacks. Kind of sounds like an organ now. Yeah, there is like a little burp at the end. We can also grab just grab a sine wave and do this. It is kind of Wolfgang Gartner-ish, isn't it? I'm kind of into this. This is fun. Maybe that's too much. Overkill. Hey Dion, how you doing, man? Good to see you, dude, kinda. Making some organ sounds today. I'm gonna filter out on the noise. Yeah, cool. Sorry, I just made a weird throat noise down the mic. Right, let's see how this goes. I'm not pitching B up an octave because the point is that it fucks with the fundamental. What's cool about this is you don't get the major third until this moment where it comes in and it's like, whoa! That's cool. I might try taking it up. I might try taking it up like a couple keys, or down, up one. Let's go up one, just because I wanna just hear it from another angle. It helps me. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start building up to the drop, and I think we're gonna make it quite minimal. I have a feeling. This could really do with kind of like that. I hope you guys have noticed how simple all the sounds have been so far, by the way. Like, this sound, even though it sounds kind of cool, like, sounds pretty natural, but that's just because it's just really natural harmonics. Like, it's just, here is just like the first first four harmonics, first two harmonics, and just like a kick attack with a filter and compression. That's it. You don't need to go crazy necessarily all the time. I think maybe this is a bass house track, but in a really weird way. Do I have any build-ups in like, oh yeah, I'm sure there are fucking loads of build-ups on Splice for this tempo, actually. Let's get some free build-ups, put those in place. Build. Effects. What we got? You know, we could probably just like tempo range it. That'll do. Perfect. We got some fucking 125. Oh wait, I need to bet it. I need to buy it. Future house drops. This is exactly the shit we're looking for. I'm just gonna like put all these on top of each other just so we have like arrangement features. Oh my god! No, not that one. No. Bet I have one. I think I have one called 126 build. I think it's the one from Tico. Huh. Apparently not. I would have put money on that, you know. 128 build. There it is. Right, cool. What I'm gonna do is quickly flesh out bar 29, just so it's like big. I think we're gonna have like a sort of like a what am I trying to say? Like a sort of anti-drop feel almost. Not completely. We'll see. I might be wrong. Well, once everything's in place, we'll know for sure exactly where we need to be. But for now, let's do this. Is that him? No, that's a little wrong. That's a little bit wrong. Lovely. I do love a good out of time sample. Man, I don't even know. Like here. That clap at the end of that is quite cool. Right. That'll do for now. Like, this isn't even going to stay in the track anyway, so like as long as it's there as an arrangement feature, we're chilling. This one and this one, because we'll have to change the tempo on them, and they'll probably be all in like slightly different swings and whatever, but it doesn't really matter right now. How are these? kind of hate both of them. Right, let's listen to it while I make some patches on the way to that. Pull up some patches on the way to that. I think this is going to be cool. I think this is going to end up all right. Just going to record this real quick. Actually, it'll be quicker if I just copy it out of this MIDI. Because otherwise I'll just be like resizing notes again, which is just like a use of, a waste of time. We're in C. That's interesting. Actually, we won't delete that one. Okay, yeah, that one too. And, right, so do the rest. All right, we are missing one. Just gonna get this in the lower octave. Whoa, I clicked the wrong thing. I think I want to see what it's like if we Well, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but I'm very okay with it. It needs EQing, but whatever. I think we can get away with more unison now using these kinds of more synthetic sounds. Nah, I'm not gonna fuck with that. One thing we can do too. This can sometimes be really cool, but if it doesn't work, that's fine. This is just one of those things where you can get like free hype and energy, and if it doesn't give it to you, then you just move on and everything's still fine. I'm just putting like just a standing fifth chord over the top of everything in the root note, and then probably. That at the end. Just make sure I deleted all of the lower notes. which I didn't. Scroll speed, no. So this over this is like. Oh, there's one missing. How long have I been using Logic for? Years, very many years. Still Logic does things that like really confuse me. Logic's not the best DAW, but there's some things about it that I can't really find in other DAWs. Like I can use Ableton pretty well. Maybe we'll do a day on Ableton sometime soon. They're doing a 90-day free trial for Ableton at the moment, so maybe that'd be a good idea. Hi to you guys too, Dion and Nada. It's good to hear from you, man. I'll hit you up after this. I'm on for another like 5 hours. Let's make this obnoxious. Just do that. The track done. Is that what we're doing? Just loads of fucking hype. Bring it all the way up and then like. No, we're not doing that. Right. Let's make a track. Let's make a drop. I'm gonna bring these kicks over. These sections have kind of been skipped over a bit, but I think that if we find an important melody for the drop or something like that, then it's good to leave this kind of a little bit undecided, this whole area, because then we can make it about that melody and we can like foreshadow. And that's always a good thing. It's always a good thing to foreshadow your main elements, because then when they come in, it's like people already know them. And that's good. I just realized something. We haven't had our Barocca today. I'm going to go refill my water. Both of my waters. Reminder to you guys, if you haven't had any water or drinks in the last couple hours or since I started, get one now because you've got to stay hydrated. All right, time to get powers. What the hell is Barocca? Barocca is a vitamin C supplement / thing. Their motto is you on a good day. And genuinely, sometimes it's better than coffee. So, big up. It's not even product placement. I'm not even sponsored by them. Like, if I got a Barocca sponsorship, nothing would change. I'd still talk about it the same amount. Right, kick. So I'm going to do a trick that I often do. And I actually saw a Reddit post about this. Someone saying that this was a fucking terrible thing to do. And I love that. I love that people are mad about this technique. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the kick at a set volume. Like a nice volume, and we're gonna mix into a limiter with this track today, because that's the kind of production mood that I'm in. So what we do is we set our musicians hate him. Like, oh man, I love that meme. Right, so we're gonna get our oscilloscope out, and we're gonna start monitoring properly with this Oscillus Megascope. Amazing oscilloscope, best one I've ever had. All right, we're done. No. What we do is we set the gain. Okay, so the track's actually a little loud, so I'm just going to take it down. So what we want is the kick to be completely clean at the very top of the limiter. So you see how it's like, it's full scale, 0 dB, whatever. What we can start doing now is we're going to duplicate the kick, and I'm going to take the early parts of it. So what that means is like the initial punch and transient are kind of like here, and they push through. So it's yes, it's clipping, and it's intentional. It's intentional, like bad stuff. So we're kind of like versus that, and what that means is that this channel can be brought up or down to decide how much your kick is slapping through without actually changing like the volume of the tail and things. So like if it feels nicer with the fuck, what am I trying to say? With the sidechain to have that kick being really soft, then awesome. You don't need this. But it's there now. And you can make that decision. And it's always good to be able to make the decision intentionally, as opposed to kind of having to, suddenly your kick needs that extra bit of punch and you're like, fuck, I need to mix this in. You know? Yeah, it's like it's not deliberately clipped. It's not deliberately the actual thing isn't clipped. If I take the limiter off, you just end up with that. You're just turning up this. That's all you're doing. You're adding this back to the signal. And that's the part of the kick that hits first, obviously. And it's how much of that do you want, you know? That's all this is. Right now I'm going to leave it out because we don't necessarily need it because we haven't got any context for it. But yeah, okay, so I'm tempted to try one of my more complex bass patches first. If it doesn't work, we'll go really minimal and we'll just go clean. But this one kind of, I honestly, I'm not sure about this. Let's get a ghost sidechain going. Where are you? Wait, which is audio 1? That one is. I think. Yeah, it is. Lovely. Right. I'm just going to set up all of our like, you know, sideband, stuff. Words. Who fucking cares? Let's go. We're in C right now, which is a weird key, but it doesn't matter. So we got, wait, what? That'll do for now, just to get an idea. Baraka. Right. Oh, that was kind of cool. I like it. We're into it. I'm gonna leave that there. I think I'll do that with pitch bend instead, though, so that I can shape it better. Where are you? Let's see if we can get a cool bass line going. Like, to be honest, I'm kind of going, it's a bit of a Hail Mary on this bass sound because it's not very, I don't know if it's going to be very, Jesus. I don't know if it's going to be very house friendly. I mean, it might be. It might end up sick. And that's why I'm trying it, because it would be, whoa. Let's do that. Right, bring that back up here. Oh, geez. Come on, Logic. There are people watching today. Right. Right. If we could, basically, if I can get some hype out of the kick and the bass with this in a nice way, then this bass sound will stick. First, though, we're going to get a robust set of side chaining so that we have good phase, basically. Low high side chain. Very, very quiet bass sound. Right, let's listen to this low end. Party Next Door. So I'm just going to sort out the phase on this kick. See that? That's interference. That's exactly why we're doing this, because we don't want that. I'm going to turn this bass sound up. Because the low end on it is just a little bit too quiet. So we're getting that pumping sound, which is kind of what's the word? It's kind of featureful in house, and we may end up sticking with it, but for now I do want to try to get it as clean as I can so that we don't hear the low end swapping. This is going to be a hard one, you know. Long kick. Okay, I might shorten the kick or lengthen the kick. Or actually, a better idea is that we sidechain this directly to the kick. All right, that's the wrong channel. What channel is this? No, it's the right one. Hello? What? Oh, audio 19. My bad. No, let's okay, sorry, I'm just thinking on my feet here. I'm going to have like a bus where I'm going to send all the important low end kicks to, and that's going to be the bus that we sidechain to. It's going to be just like a muted bus. That's like, yeah, this is what low end the bass doesn't want to be at the same time as, and then we can create a kind of like an if thing. So if the kick hits, then the bass doesn't, basically. Where are you? Bus 3. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to probably have to double up on that. Sorry, this is so unnecessary for this part of the track, but this is usually a lot easier. You know what? Let's do this a little differently. I'm gonna make the kick shorter. Like this usually isn't such a problem, but today it is, and that's okay. Why did that do that? That was mad. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Back to that thing. Hell. Usually no problem with sidechaining. I guess it's because I've got long kicks. Right, we're getting there now. The thing is once you set this up, it doesn't matter what pieces you use. Like what elements, like everything will just react correctly as it gets fed the information. Like this just becomes a brain that makes everything mix, and that's what you want. Yeah, if you guys are talking about drugs in the chat, can you like chill? This is weird. Drug and bass. I don't know. This'll do for now. I'm super bored of sidechaining this thing. We'll work it out later. Right, now we need to do the high end. I don't think this is going to be the right bass sound. I'm super over it already. I think we want something more hollow. But we will persevere because we spent so much time on it already anyway. That's a... And I need something more full spectrum to even be able to have a fucking idea anyway. Let's just get a square wave out. Ugh. Hit a little bit of a roadblock there with that sidechaining. That's usually my favorite part of the day. Strange things can happen. Wind's been taken out of my sails a little bit, but we're all right. Kind of works really well in a fucking odd way, in like a 2011 kind of way. Why does that sound so weird? That's why that sounds so weird. Jeez. We're not doing this. Anyone who likes this, enjoy it while you can. This is changing. This is just so I can get an idea of what's getting pushed out. I don't think I'm going to go with that plastic insect preset. That's fine. That's fine. Let's get a new idea. Let me listen to the rest of the thing. I zoomed in too much that I totally like lost sight of all the rest of the track. So let's re-listen to this. Let's delete those kicks too. Ugh. Sick. Right, there's work to be done. Or maybe we want to write a melody first and build a bass line around that. I'm unsure. No. I'm wondering if I want to go counter to this. Like... No, I think maybe we just kind of want to go with the obvious here, I think, and just get the bass line doing the dun, dun, dun. What's future LP saw? Kind of cool. The phase plan. Oh, this is that thing I tried to recreate the other day. I have this as a waveform in Siren, so I may as well just use that. What's a big saw shaper? I'm just seeing if there's anything. Well, let's see if we can make a house tune out of the Bruises sound. Let's do that. That's a bit too. It's a bit too bright for house. Simple 808. Oh, that might be really cool, actually. Right. I actually have an idea. I think we're going to go minimal. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think minimal might be the call. Let's... Jeez. There we go. I think I'm going to use 808s as the bass line. Sort of like it. But with the right. Because then it's just like simple and it's like really solid low end. And we can make loads and loads of point with the what am I saying? With the lead. Leaves a lot of space for the lead to just be kind of huge. Right, I just realized that's wrong now. Whoa, that's really loud. I think that this one needs to be done on a different channel, just because I want it to be softer. So make sure that the pitch bend's all reset there. So instead of it being so clicky, we can just kind of like find that and that. Yeah, nice. Can probably pull it more too, like offbeat. Let's get a clap in here. Clap. That clap often works, but I might just kind of not today. That's really like complextro electro era shit. I like that. That's cool. Let's go with that. Right. So maybe an 808 over the top, like an 808 snare, like a sort of thing. Let's see what claps and snares we got. See if any inspiration comes to us. Yeah, long scroll. Clap. That's a good layer. Let's throw that in there. Usually I do this on my other monitor, but I feel like you guys probably want to see me like selecting the samples, so. Not today. Yes, today. Probably don't want these. That's the one I was looking for. Is it that one? No, that one. Probably have enough layers now. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, when I say 808, I just mean like a boomy like sub that's with like distorted saturate style overtones. That's a little dark. Maybe it just needs low-cutting. Very strange clap. It works. That'll do. Might want it a little shorter. Let's see how everything sounds. Right, let's finish this pattern at least. Generally, it helps to, if you've got a 4-bar pattern like this where everything's like, I don't know, not repeating so much, it's good to have a little symmetry. So like, having the same rhythm. So like rhythms being A, B, A, B, as opposed to A, B, C, D, if you understand what I mean. Oh. We want an F, not an E. I think this is gonna work. I think those claps are long. I think we want like something a bit like. Yeah, that one's kind of not good for it. I think we want something with a little bit of fundamental. What I might also do, which sometimes works, is if we bus our actually, I'm just going to do that because I think that's what this track actually needs. So we're going to bus our kicks and claps together. And then the kicks that are underneath the claps, I'm going to add a little extra 200 to. So we'll put all these on bus 2, right? Nice and fun. Did I put these? Yeah, I did too. Okay, so I didn't mean to put these there. I meant to put this back on that. But we don't even care about that right now. Kicks and claps together, put this up here, duplicate the kick channel, copy the kicks that are on the offbeats underneath the claps. Like that. It doubled up for a second then, did you hear that? Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm just going to add probably just a gentle saturation maybe from Saturn. But we need to make it so it's not saturating the clean kick on its own. So let's have a look. There's a point at which it starts breaking up. Hear that? We don't want that. around here. So the point of this is that I'm going to crush, I'm going to add 200 hertz to the kick on the offbeat. And then what that's going to do is that's going to push into that saturator, and it's going to create like it's going to crunch the clap around it. So probably need to be a bit more aggressive on that. Actually, better idea. We only do it for the offbeat. So basically, actually, even better idea. Sorry, I've never tried this before, but it's probably gonna work. I'm gonna throw just this into here. So we end up with a. I'm throwing this really loud into this kick channel. So like that. So that we're creating basically something for our clap to fade around. It's a little aggressive. I'm wondering if we can just take the low end out of this. Do some of this. I think the claps are still a little long, which we can fix. And if we need more clap, then I'd probably create a different layer, layer it out. Maybe we don't want this kind of sound. Maybe we actually would want to get rid of this. That's kind of cooler. It'll do for now, for sure. Probably need to start doing something interesting, right? Right. Not sure I'm into that rhythm anymore, though. I think we just want to mirror what happens before. So it's just like dun, dun, dun. That can start later. And what we can actually do here, which is fun, is because there are parts where the bass is deliberately like, wow, fucked that one up, didn't I? There are parts where the bass like drops out for a whole eighth over the kick, so you can actually just elongate the kick, and it doesn't really matter because there's nothing there to conflict with it. So right here and right here, we can have long kicks. Right, do you hear that? I mean, there's a click at the end of the kick, which we can fix. Right? We end up with more low end. I think the sub's going to need to be significantly louder, obviously. I think we need a different bass sound, something with more overtones, way more overtones. So I guess we should make something, probably something specific. So I'll start with that because I don't mind the pitch, the kicky pitchiness of it. Just not sure exactly which way I want to come at this one. It's kind of eluding me. Hello again, Bill Al-Qaeda. will get myself some toilet paper. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I don't hate that, which I'm kind of surprised about. Kind of mad at myself for not hating that. Let's just try low passing that. Just get rid of its fundamental. There we go, that's what I meant to do. Into this, like once you start saturating shit like this, you often get really good results. So I'm kind of excited, but I want to get this sounding real cool. Why does it sound like it's hitting twice? Something we might be able to do is do some sign folding. Like, I think we should compress this because it's like multiband. I think I'm gonna multiband the living piss out of it actually. Like fucking like 6 bands. Let's go with 4. Okay, we'll start mid then. Just so it's like mega crushed. Wait, no edit in that parameter. So the plan here is just to kind of create total like leveling and pressure for each little frequency band. So basically whatever we do, we're going to be doing into this and reacting to like having effects on while you're working with things is often, you know, it's a good way to work in like different ways. Like if you start with something that sounds great, that's always good too. But if you make something that sounds great because of what you're putting on it, that's another way of like playing with things. It'll make you make different decisions. I'm tempted to try a different filter, maybe like an LVH. Very dubstep, but might. I think we need to work without the sidechain here. Jesus. That's why. I'm not against it, but that needs controlling. I think I preferred it with the low pass. Let's see what it's like if we FM instead. I have a feeling that if we soothe and EQ this before that, we could actually end up with a really interesting sound and then maybe saturate it afterwards. Like maybe saturate it in a minute. Stop making bands. Trying to soften it up, basically, so you get all that kind of like all those frequencies kind of in the same way. You still want that smack, but you don't want it to be as clicky. Maybe it needs to rest like that's better. It's really dry, and I kind of like that about it. You know, there's stuff to be done. But what? Let's try this. That is the wrong one. Let's make a new one. What frequencies is that? 1.9. Very tempted to try Bitcrushing it, or like degrading it slightly. Actually, I got a new plugin for that the other day, thanks to fucking Zerk. I think it was Decimate. Wow, this doesn't look good on my computer. I'm gonna play with that another time. I have no idea how to use that plugin. That's a new one. Let's get the one I know how to use. What was it again? What was I doing? I was Bitcrushing, basically. That's bouncing. There's a real groove in that. I'm into that. I like it. Sick. I mean, it doesn't really match up with what we have before, but that's less important. Yeah, this has got a dirt to it, which I'm kind of into. Like, this is what I aim for at the moment when I'm making house. It's not about going and big. It's about going, oh, what the fuck? and there's power in both for sure. It's just what's making me excited about house at the moment. Reverbing things is yeah, it totally depends on exactly what your mix down is. Right now, there's not been much need for many reverbs in this track, especially with how this is going to be a shocking drop, I guess, is what you'd call it. So, there's a lot I like about it, and there's a lot I don't like about it, this bass sound. I think it's something we can literally just fix with an EQ and another multibanding after the Bitcrush. It's this. This is what I don't like. And I like this. I I'm curious to see what happens if I do this too. Do we need that? Not really. We need that though. I have a feeling that's freaking out because it's not mono. If we resaturate, we can kind of level it out. It might not work quite how I intended to. Yeah, fuck that. That's a trap. How we doing? Right, so let's do this. I know I made the kick longer earlier for this, and I'm gonna have to change that, but I think actually this will be really cool. Yeah, that just needs a little bit of work, but so once this groove is like pretty much set, then we can start adding elements and make it like bigger. I wonder if we want to like do this. No, we don't. We just want to make it faster. Wow, I fucked up the phaser. Logic, what are you doing to me, man? Wow, it actually like wrecked the setting. Yeah, undo doesn't really do that on Logic. It like undo doesn't work on the wait, is there undo on this? No. Didn't think so. Yeah, undo on Logic just doesn't fuck with the LFOs for some reason. Maybe that's just a retriggering issue, actually. Maybe I'm just hearing something that I'm not used to. It's fine for now, anyway. I'm really not sure about a lead melody here, you know? Or maybe that is the lead melody. Right, anyway, let's get some fucking FX in, like white noise and shit. We've been here long enough for this. Which of these elements do we want? Which of these elements? We definitely want the check and the... Yeah, we definitely want those. And we probably want 909 hi-hats too. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, but we want really short 909 hi-hats. 909, what we got? No, I want the short one. Maybe not the first one. Let's get it. Crash. Scratch. No. What are you guys talking about? I want the Soothe Crash because this is quite an electronic tune. So one thing I usually do with house is I'll have the crash last for only one beat, and then I'll switch it out for white noise, so it goes like kss, kss. So it's like different is probably the best word for it. And then on the third beat, that white noise starts getting sidechained. So like, right? We'll change this. We'll change this first. I mean, in a minute. Probably want to LFO tool the white noise on its own. Let's have a listen to, let's mute that for now. Yeah, and then all these ones, listen to how much fucking difference that white noise makes, man. That's why you do this shit. It's like, it's instant. Like, it's why I don't like people using CO2 cannons that much at my shows. It's like, there's already that noise on the track. Please. Please. The bass sound is actually kind of Daft Punky, thinking about it. Right? Let's see how this is sounding now. Yep. I don't think we want the hi-hat straight away. Right. But also, we're going to need to fade these out so that we get like a... Oh, those are already faded out a little. Annoying. Do 34 on that one. Actually, let's just duplicate. Yeah, anybody looking to get plugins and trying to save money, try renting to own on Splice. That's always a really good way to do it because... You know, if you don't like it, you can stop and you haven't paid all that money. I don't recommend cracking plugins because they often just don't work right. I'm going to leave the breakdown looping because I need the bathroom again because I'm drinking so much Barocca. Let's get it. Ooh, I like the check I think I'm going to put the check on everything. Yeah. So it's like check, 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 which isn't that common in house. It's very common in dubstep. Yeah, into it. Definitely into that. We can probably do one then the other every 4 bars for like free variation. Because free variation is good variation. just going to do a little bit of groove management here. This isn't done, by the way. I don't know if anyone's sitting there like, wow, this is kind of underwhelming. There's definitely like some cool shit about it, and there's definitely stuff that needs changing about it. 56. Sorry, I don't mean to cough at you over the internet. Let's get another impact. Like, what's kind of fun with house tracks, especially like this one, is there's loads of room to just put mad shit. Fucking, that's not an impact. That's just a kick. Yeah, there's loads of room to put in like loads of like sounds like white noise and like doo kind of shit. Because you just kind of want it to sound like a party. And that's exactly what you do when you add things like that. So it's just like and then you're basically putting off introducing that hi-hat, which is going to be a whole nother level of hype. I know that doesn't kind of mix quite right yet, but it will. That white noise is too loud at the moment too. There's a lot of room too. So let's slow it down slightly. Let's make this noise really interesting, and let's listen to it on its own for a while. So we want this to be really important in the mix. This is going to be sticking out, going to be very upfront. I don't know if I want to make it like hi-fi or like really expensive sounding. I think there's going to be more power in it sounding cheap. But now that's what I'm going to go with anyway. Let's make it shorter. Okay, so here's what we're going to do first. Take all effects off it. Something like that. And I'm going to clip the top of it, like with a saturator. I don't know if you call saturation clipping. I've never known if there's like an actual difference. Like, I don't want it to sound that distorted, don't worry. But what needs to be done? So essentially, I want to create a transient on it with the sound itself. So actually, we should start off axis. Probably something like this. So the idea is that I'm going to clip it here, like at this level, because this is affecting the level of the thing. Maybe we can do this a bit more drastically, actually. Ah, jeez. Hey, I'm really glad you're learning off them, dudes. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation, and hopefully this gets put to good use. I'm gonna add like a square, an octave up. Like a low pass square. What are you guys discussing? Is there something I can, if you guys are kind of done with the discussion, maybe it's getting heated in there. Like, is there something that maybe I need to weigh in on? Because I'm curious now. You guys have my attention. Like medium heat? Medium heat. What's a Half-Life song? Like the ones at the end of Portal? Yeah, it's kind of Dr. Mario. I like that about it, actually. Let's see. I don't think this will work. I don't think this is the vibe, but I mean, I like what that is right now. It might not be the right one anyway, but let's try this verser on it. It's got a cheapness to it, and I think that that's what's going to sell this track is like kind of just a bit of a yeah, I don't really care vibe, which I do care. When it comes to leads, you don't want to put too much sidechain on them. You want them to be the front thing. Like the less you sidechain something, the more your brain thinks it's at the front. Like in the soundstage of things, things get pushed back. Yeah, it's like a second layer of deciding how loud something sounds to the brain, even if it's louder or quieter. You know? Headbutt in my mic. Let's see how this goes. I don't know if this is going to be quite right yet, but maybe this will play and it'll just be like, yeah, shit, we're done. I don't think so. One thing I really want to do here is get this same lead sound and make it quite hi-fi. Put it on like big saws. Really 80s, but that works really well. Fuck it. Yeah, it's super foxy. Like it's super like mainline my chord style and shit. Fingers crossed. Let's see how this goes. I'm kind of into it in like a weird way. I have a feeling that it looks really nice too. That crash is so unnecessary. Sick, it works. It totally works. I can't take another Barocca. I googled if you could take like too many, and if you take like 2 or 3 in a day, you can get like fucking bad shit. I can't remember what it was. It was like not toxic shock, but similar. It's really subdued, but in a very confident kind of way. You know what I mean? When a track's like deliberately not going super ham, and it's just like, yeah, I'm here. This crash is the wrong crash. We want something more, not sure. Something more resonant, not slurp. I like house. I haven't made house in a while. Thank you guys for suggesting this today. I'm tempted to change the key, like bring it up a key. or down a key, maybe. If we take it down a key, it'll be even more moody. Not that it's like a moody track, but like, you know what I'm saying. Can we make this more hype? We can definitely make this more hype. No, we're not doing it like that. We're doing it like this. The seldom seen Fox Stevenson OTT. Let's get some breaking glass. When do I add vocals? I don't know. Like this one is kind of weird for vocals. I think this is the sort of one that would just stay in ID forever. If I'm being completely honest. It doesn't feel like a, you know, like a really important Fox Stevenson track. It feels like fun that you would like throw out when people are least expecting it in a DJ set. I don't know. Maybe I pass. Yeah. I'm not gonna look at the chat. Wait, yeah, I am. Might be a little low end heavy. I might go slow-mo for a bit and like just add a load of elements. That often really helps. This noise, this bass noise, could probably stand to be bigger. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some dimension expander on it. Maybe it just needs a bit of love, like just low end out of it and then turned up. I don't dislike Nightcore specifically. Some songs do sound really cool sped up. Just I don't know. Might be as I get older. It could be for a million reasons. But I've been really into just like when something's slow grooves really well. I love it. I fucking love it. I used to be super hyperactive in my sound. Like if you think of something like fucking Satisfied from when I was Stan SB, like that's some fucking Sugar Rush music. And I don't dislike it. It's just that doesn't interest me so much anymore. I have an idea. Also, this channel is gonna do this. Nice and horrible, but it'll sound cool. Back to normal. Actually, no, I need to add some more elements, I think. Let's have a listen. Throwdown's in a weird place as well. Like it's pretty sugar rushy, but because it's halftime, it sort of gets away with it. I don't know. Actually, I think having the hi-hat from the beginning isn't a bad idea. But I've been having my offbeat slightly later. It's angry at me. Do I still like We're Alive? Actually, yeah, quite a lot. That's one of the ones I'm like, yeah, this kind of holds up. Hey, Omnicrash again. Hey, man. Glass Sheet Break 2 does make every track better. It's so fucking impactful. It's dumb. I'm glad you agree. Leaning forward. But hey, sitting back has really helped with my mixing. Like the last few streams, I've been like here, and it really isn't good for like my speaker placement. Like I have whatever you call fucking. There's 3 different speakers on my monitors, and so like if you're too close to them, you get all of the things separate, and you don't get things in phase in the right way. So yeah, I'm not making excuses, but definitely I'm making more informed decisions on this stream, having worked that out. Sorry, I was fucking with that off screen. Just for the fucking gall of it. Let's put this back to full speed, see where we're at. I don't like that super saw anymore. It was fun at the moment, but now it's kind of shit. quite into it. I'll be honest. It's like it's got a real like. It's quite poppy. It's quite poppy because it doesn't go so hard. Like pop, you can't go super hard with. If you really wanted to go like mad, you could get rid of the white noise and it'd be really fuck you. Oh, yeah, the house tune. So I disagree with the actual, with the build-up. The build-up needs to be more one of those ones. You know what? I'll just make it. Yeah, it's kind of Tokyo Machine-y. Although I feel like Tokyo Machine goes harder than this. I think this is more like traditionally housey in terms of, it's kind of like disco housey, I guess, a little. I guess, in that sort of realm anyway. So, how exactly do I want to approach this? Right, we definitely want the kick. I want the kick throughout the entire build-up, just low cut. I think this needs to take more cues from tech house than it does from bass house. I'm not calling this a tech house tune for a fucking second because no, but because it's nothing like it, not because I don't like tech house, just to clarify. But this intro, this build up needs to be kind of more like sort of build up with like reverbs just stacking up on each other until the kick goes away for the last bar, and then the reverb tail just goes out, and then it just goes like shh, and then comes in like really dry. That's how this needs to go. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're getting rid of these 80s synths. So I think I still like this though. Right. Yeah. Just working out what things need to be put into this track now. Actually, no, I want a saw. Sorry, I'm sure that's not fun for you guys. Right. We need delays. So this is going to be like a note that gets held for like 16 bars. Yeah, 16 bars. So let's just put it in. Right. I'm not going to hold that on its own for 16 bars. It's quicker if I just do this. Or is it? We need way more glide on that, though. Like obnoxious. Reverb. Probably. We could probably just do this with a mod wheel. Let's do that. Lovely. The point is that we'll like have a phaser. Let's see. No, not depth. So I usually don't make build-up sounds on stream, but fuck it, this is fine. It's also going to pitch up, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then we also want a flanger. I think that just wants to just exist and do its thing. I'm going to use Logic's flanger because I like it more. Which is in modulation. I know this is horrible, but like, it kind of has to be. It has to be a big tense sound. Also, I'm going to do this. Yeah. Probably start a little. Then we want maybe some of this on eighths with ping pong. Decent amount of feedback. And mix is good. We like it. Everything is gravy. And then pitch bend of like 12. And then we can play with the pitch bend. Over the last like 5 bars or whatever. We don't want that. Need to work on the EQ with this kick. Perfect. Hey, thank you, Unanimate. Thank you, man. Save the file. I have been saving. Don't worry. You guys can't see the bar up top. Right. So what we want is a reduced version of this. So something slightly less hype. Wow, that's more hype without the disperser. I think I'm going to take the disperser off for the drop and then have the disperser come on when we add the more. I'm not doing it on the right channel right now. Oh wait, yeah. That's why, because I was taking the disperser off. So. problem. I don't know if this is the same for other DAWs, but on Valhalla Reverb, the parameter for time, the decay parameter, like it moves based on the number. So like if I want to go from 0.2 to like 4, look how little it moves on Logic. Wait, let me zoom in on that for you. This line here, that's it. Like, see, I have like it moves barely at all until it starts going into like, you know, bigger differences. And it basically means that I can't automate that very well at all. Same on Ableton, right? Fucking sucks. So I just have to choose a value to stick it at. So this is all about creating tension in a way that you kind of don't really do, or I don't really find myself doing much in other genres. Because I want to keep people moving through this bit. Like, it wants to feel like a... Like, this isn't quite right yet. We need way more reverb. Screw it, I'm going to use a different reverb because I'd like to be able to automate it well. This will do it. Man, I'm using automation. I never do this. What do we want? We want mix. We want to start off like here and finish at like 100%, maybe around there. And I'll just wiggle around that parameter so Logic will highlight it. There you go. Let's start here. Let's also, this shouldn't be sidechaining. Because when the sidechain comes back in, basically if you don't sidechain things in your build-up, then when the kick first comes in and hits things with a sidechain, it'll feel like the kick's bigger, even if it's exactly the same kick. Just because that's why we sidechain, to make things seem bigger. The things that affect the sidechain makes them seem bigger because they're pushing everything away. Cool. Sick. Getting there. version of this that's less rhythmic. So like, just gonna merge chords. So it's just like I'm not even gonna do the da da. I'm just gonna do the yeah. Yeah. That looks good. And I'm just going to elongate all the notes, get them to end at the right moments. Should be good. Sounds kind of cool like this. I think I'm gonna do the same trick on this one. Just fucking row, row, row. Not that. Like that. Sounds kind of cool. I'm into it. Really, really like extreme, but that's kind of what we want here. We just make really extreme shit, wash it out with reverb, and then we'll cut it when that bass sound comes in. And then when everything comes in, it'll just feel like stark and changed and good, hopefully. I'm gonna do it with the reverb in Siren because that makes everything way easier. Whoa, that harmonic sounds awful. Did you hear that? I'm not gonna change it because fuck it. We do what we want. Listen to this. Weird. Didn't expect it to do that, but I'm fucking kind of into it. Things are still sidechaining. Is that what's sidechaining? Right, we need to get there. Right, so all the reverbs need to get cut off now. And we also need like some like white noisy things. Oh, fucking hell. Painful space. No, Logic. Don't do that. Wow, that's why this sounds weird. Done that because Logic has robust automation, doesn't it? Fucking stupid DAW. Yeah, Logic bad, but also Logic great. I feel like how I feel about like how you feel about family members when someone takes the piss out of one of your family members. You're like, fucking don't you dare, but you'll do it all the time. That's how I feel about Logic. Like only I get to take the piss out of Logic because I've been fucking using it for like 8 years. Right. Right, so that's weird. So apparently Serum's mod wheel doesn't refresh unless there's a note playing. You can't do it on like just tails. So I've got to put like a little ghost note in there. Like I can make it shorter. That'll do. I can just cut that later. Let's see how we're doing now. Now it's some uplifters. Whoa, something sounds out. Oh, it's probably because that's doing... Right, yeah, that's probably why. It'll do for now. Okay, cool uplifter. Yeah. Housey, house. Cut that there. Yeah, I like that. Fader in. This is going to be so intense. I'm so excited. Yep. You two, get in here. Just going to slow it down for a sec. Really dark sounding. It sounds like fucking evil. It's close. the build-up is all just a bit too loud. Like, the volume difference needs to be part of the trick, I guess, is the way to put it. Like, it needs to feel like you've still, like, got to a bigger place than that build-up, even though it's kind of, like, deliberately anticlimactic. Breakbeat idea that they're the same chord progression. I have another one that had the same chord progression that was kind of disco-y. Whoa, that sounds out of time as fuck. Well, I sounded like I had a comb filter on my voice then. That's fun. Something's wrong. That was wrong. Wait, this was going to bus 7. Was that getting double sidechained? Weird. Okay. I need to fuck with this a little bit. Sounds fine to me. Weird. Something's up. Let's change the key of the track. I kind of want to hear it. I don't know, up or down. I think down. Up. Let's go up 2. Then I can actually take that first bass note and take it an octave lower, which would be very cool. Up 2. Let's go. Now, currently, this is in D now. Love how unintrusive that kick is. Like, it's just there, you know? Just exists. What's this? Let's send this to the thing. Let's see if we can get that kick a little bit punchier, actually. There we go. Well, we have something. I'm tempted to add a top kick, which is kind of against what I was aiming for. Or maybe I could just get away with this. I'm basically in this intro. I need more kick. I'm also going to get rid of the checks. Multiband it, see what's up. Sorry about the feedback, I've got it quite loud in here. We've been bumping a bit today. Let me add a top kick first. See if there's any reason to get like a little dirtier. JD. Ugh. Like kicking a box. That's exactly what we need. If you what is it? Mechie Music. If you missed the making of the bass sound, all you gotta do is check the VOD after this is finished, because I made the whole sound on stream for the bass. So you can probably go back and check that out, and then watch the whole step by step. That'll be better than me just kind of like taking you through it real quick right now. What's that siren drone in the first bit? That's literally just a saw wave with like unison and delay and reverb on it. Oh, and flange. I don't know if I like the flange anymore. It's better without it. I don't quite like how that sits, but I do think we need something for the transient. I wonder if we just EQ. I wonder if we can just give it loads of top. Yeah, that'll do it. I wonder if we can implode more. Getting rid of all of the wetness on that first bit of the melody. Like any of the dimension expander or reverb and stuff. Just full on dry. It might be shit, so. It's not, I quite like it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's kind of the point of all this. I'm just trying to stay on it. trying to make a version of this sound that's a bit more like hollow, maybe? Maybe just double square. Actually, no, what'll work best is if I just do this. That's what I was looking for. Something a bit more ooh than ah. You know what I mean? This one's very ah. Right? Just change it up a little. I have an idea. D. We're in D, right? Yeah. Yeah, this could be really fun. Sine wave. Oh, how I love you, sine. Actually, we don't want that overtone. The overtone is not what we want. We just want a sine wave. So I'm just going to make a mental sound. I'll turn this down so you don't have to hear it super loud. Let's do 2 of those. Or actually, is it possible? Alien noises. Very spooky. Now the plan here is we have a mod source like this. Wow, that's way cooler than I thought it would be. That's not what I was going to do. I'll remember that trick for another time though. We want this to go like over 4 bars, so it's just like. That actually makes it worse. I wonder if there's much I can really do to this to make it better. Whoa. I just copied that from the other fucking... Wow. Madness. Let's see what overtone's not. No. The power of the sine wave. I heard that. What was that? Oh, Martin, thank you so much, man. Thanks, man. If that was the last show I played in France, that was a really fun one. I had a great time at that one. I hope you did too. I wonder if we just saturate it really lightly. Yeah. Maybe a tiny bit of reverb. And then we'll sidechain it really hard. We'll give it its own sidechain because I think it's going to probably want to be like way more aggressively sidechain than the rest of the track. That kind of thing. I'm going to listen to the track slow with that in it just so we get an idea of it. We want more glide. Sound design's a fucking amazing thing to spend some time on. The problem with it is that you could get way too into it. I did for years. Like it stopped me from getting better at songwriting for a good 4 years or so. I'm gonna have to take it up an octave because this sound is that octave already. Everybody fucking ready? Then we go the octave down. So like the first one we go really high. I'm probably gonna have to fuck with that. It's a little bit vanilla. It's like I want it to definitely feel like a sine wave, but it needs a little bit of something else to give it like some real beans. I'm not sure exactly how to come at that though. Let's try some reduction. Or maybe like FM it with something else. That might work actually, FM. And then maybe Bitcrush it. Kind of like that. It's really hard to listen to, which is probably exactly what we need. Wait, has Buster not heard it yet? Okay. Right, let's just go from the beginning then. Maybe we need to find a... Oh, we need to find a use for these two things. I think no claps. Yeah. I would get rid of the click and the sine wave in the side. And yeah, you're talking about that click there. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that because then otherwise it's otherwise you're going to be layering up the sound with your transient from your kick, and that's when you start getting mess. And there's already enough going on there that's going into the limiter that would be distorting with that. So I'm not doing that. This one needs to be an octave lower, which I forgot to do. guess what we got to do is repeat section and add in an open offbeat hi-hat. Or maybe 16ths. Let's have a listen. There's actually, I'm having an issue with this. The pattern on the bass needs revising slightly. Oh, Davis G, thank you so much, man. Ah, dude, I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. Endless, that's a fucking long time, man. I think this needs to happen. Oh, I just pressed the H button, which hides logic. How many of you had a mini heart attack then? That's better. That's much better. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do... That's how the track ends, isn't it? Just repeating those two chords over each other. Maybe saturate this slightly. This might be a bit of a weird call. It might be a bit ADHD, but we'll see. Let's see. This could be weird. Yeah, I don't like it at all. Oh well. That needs to get more extreme quicker. That's what we needed. I don't really know what to do next. Have we tried just the tiny clap on the drop yet? I don't think we have. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. We were vibing, I'm sorry. I should really fix the low end phase actually. Yeah, it kind of is a bit Avicii, isn't it? With the yeah, no, I see that. I really want to try. Yeah, I want to try the drop with the tiny clap. Let's listen to it without, with the original one. Ooh, need to do this. Maybe even do that just before the drop. Fucking Fisher style. Also, I don't want to clap before the drop. Or a check. Just want that bass sound. Actually, maybe at the beginning of the end of the first bar. Every bar. Nah, that's the wrong kind of EQ. Yeah. Okay. There's a chance that we might be able to get away with making this bass a bit more aggro. It's already pretty aggro. I've saved it up here, so we needn't worry about that. I'm wondering about introducing some noise and distortion, and we shall see if that's a good idea momentarily. Not like that. There's a better way to do this. What we'll do is after the Bitcrusher, and before the multiband, before this multiband, what we're going to do is I've got this plugin, Retro Color, and it can introduce noise when it opens. Turn those off. JP8 white noise, follow, no duck, no flux. So and I'm wondering if we distort that, we can get maybe just like a slightly more aggressive sound. Fucking hell. I mean, we might get into it. Harder than bruises. I don't know, man. This might be really heavy now. Wow, it makes the other bit sound fucking chilled out as shit. 3, 2, 1, yeah! It must be amazing to pop. Oh shit, that's you. I I don't know. It's fighting to my own music. It's a weird one. The advice I always give to musicians is make music for you. So like, you know, you want to like your own music, ideally. Unless you're someone making stuff like for a very specific purpose. And I'm not like disparaging people who do that. I just personally, I'd rather make something that I would want to listen to. I want to make something that if I heard 3 weeks ago, I'd go, oh shit. I don't know if I've done that today, but I tried. Yeah, that bass is fucking cool, isn't it? Wow. The meters are peaking. Doesn't matter if these ones peak. Not at all. Doesn't matter the slightest bit. The only part that matters if it's peaking is on the master, because we're in the digital domain, and in the digital domain, headroom doesn't exist apart from on the master. Maybe in certain DAWs they do emulate channel clipping, but Logic doesn't. So don't worry about it. I actually had someone asking me about that the other day because they saw that like my individual channels were clipping, but yeah, it doesn't matter one single bit. And I can illustrate that. I can prove that point quite easily. Let's grab a sine wave. Just because I get this question a lot. Like people are like, well, you're clipping on your channels. It's like, no, everything's fine. What you do, I am feeding back though. So yeah, the max is 0 dB on this channel. So if we get a sine wave, just so you guys know, and you know I'm not doing anything fucking crazy. Sine wave, right? That'll distort if I do this. Not that much on Logic though. Right, let's do this really extremely. I kind of don't want to. All right, I'm gonna have to quickly turn this down in the second program I have running where I have my thing. Right, let me just turn down Logic. Logic's gonna be kind of quiet now, just so I don't deafen you guys. Sine wave. If we gain this loads, so it's fucking clipping on its channel. It's clipping out at the end of Logic. Obviously clipping. Right, so if I turn this down here, no, actually, so it's clipping there. If we turn this down, that goes back to being a normal sine wave because it's not clipping in the master channel, but it's clipping its tits off here. Well, not clipping, it's just going past 0. Doesn't matter. So like you can hear that that's just normal sine wave. That's basically it. In the digital domain, channel headroom doesn't really exist. So yeah, don't worry about your channels being particularly red. It's only the master. I believe that's the same in Ableton. I believe, but I don't quote me on that. Like I don't use Ableton enough to be able to speak authoritatively on that. Yeah, definitely in Logic though, if you use Logic. Huzzah! Oh, maybe gain staging plugins. Maybe, like there are plugins that are like analog emulating things that will deliberately that will clip if you go into them too loud. I don't use any like that though. I like other plugins usually. Yeah, I might do a stream on Ableton. Not against it. Hello. Well, yeah, but that's the thing is some effects have headroom before them, but it doesn't matter to a lot of digital plugins. Digital the digital domain doesn't bother with headroom in the same way that the analog does. Like it's not resistance in a wire. It's not a physical thing where you're going over the constraints of a given thing. Like my compressor, I've got a hardware compressor here. If I go into that too loud, it's going to clip its fucking balls off. But FabFilter doesn't, for example, or fucking this thing. I'm actually clipping pre. Look, I'm plus 11 pre this. It doesn't matter. Like I am technically clipping on well, I'm limiting clipping anyway, but like it doesn't matter that it's coming in like that. Even if you don't pre-gain, it doesn't affect it. Like that's not how digital works. That's why digital is so good, basically, for music production. Like now it's clipping because it's over limiting, but I'm curious to see how this takes to multibanding, just because it's fun. I think I might move on to something else. I've had my fun with this project file now. I'm kind of, it's got to that point where I've got to do like real like decision work, and that's, you know, that's a lot more fatiguing than just, I don't know, vibing out and making a stupid house tune. But let's multiband it, see how it goes. I'll ease off on the limiter before this, actually. So usually if I'm mastering something or just doing a quick master, I'll limit, multiband, and then relimit. Because you can save your transients with this, like, you hear those transients coming back through when you take the attack off. Standard compressor usage and shit, but I'm just trying to get it so that it sounds like really fucking crushed, basically, because it gives you an idea of how it'll be once we start like really mixing it down. And that's something that I haven't done on stream yet, but I haven't really had any tracks I've wanted to mix down as of recently. Maybe we want to compress the lows. I usually don't compress the lows, but I think we could stand to. Also, we haven't EQ'd that bass sound really. It's just kind of sounded good from the beginning, so maybe that looks good. That looks nice. I'm gonna turn that multiband off and EQ this bass, because actually I've just realized we can probably get some mileage out of that. Because this, kind of unnecessary, this frequency, this bit. See how much like fluff it takes up? Like you don't want to go all the way out and like notch it out completely, but often with bass sounds I'll cut like around 200 pretty mercilessly, because it tends not to matter that much, especially when you've got like big drums. Much tighter. Yeah, I'm restricting it at the end, but the reason I'm doing that is just for this particular project. I had them because I wanted a kind of clippy sort of saturated kick transient. What you can do is you can throw a limiter on it at the beginning. In fact, I'll just show you. So if we just listen to the kick, I'm clipping it slightly on the master, and what that means is, like, you know, if we take this off, see this bit. I mean, like it's a little different because we've got gain staging before the limiter, which kind of doesn't make a huge amount of sense. But anyway, this bit that it's clipping out is being pushed out of everything. When you have something loud over the master, and actually we did this too. We added something. So when the limiter sits on this, it's sitting at about this level. And that means that for this amount of time, while the kick is being pushed through the limiter beyond where it's limited to, it ducks everything. It doesn't just duck the kick; it ducks the whole mix by the looks of things, probably about 6 dB. And so that's another 6 dB reduction on everything, including the kick and everything else that's possibly being sidechained. It adds another layer of suction to the mix. So like you get that, and like that sounds saturated and quite warm and stuff, and that may be something you'd want to avoid in a final mix. But for now, what it is its vibe. And when it comes to mixing it down fully, I might not do it as I guess as obviously. But yeah, like it's fun to work with a really, like, because this limiter is so aggressive. Like on fast, the Ozone 8, Ozone 8 maximizer on fast, it basically just works as a complete clipper. And as long as you're working and listening to it and knowing it's there, you can play with it and you can get effects out of it. And then eventually, once you finish your mix down in this mode, what I always do is I do it down to audio without any of the limiter, sorry. I mix it, I bounce it down to stems without any of the limiter on it. And then I know I've already got all the elements I need to make something really cool. And generally I'll find myself taking things out too. So yeah, it's pretty common to find especially dance musicians and producers working into a limiter really aggressively. It's a thing. No worries, man. Oh, we were going to crush it, weren't we? I wonder. Do the classic modern house cut for one beat after the first 8. It's so tried and tested. It's so tried and tested. Hey, thank you, Autopilot. It's a cool name. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm over this track. We are clipping now, though, because of the fucking thing. Didn't sound too bad, though. I don't know, I think I prefer it without the multiband on this one. It's nice and dynamic without it. All right, let's play through it and then make something else for the last 2 hours. Oh, got a text from Buster. Alien lead. I missed that. That was fucking 20 minutes ago. The boy himself. Checking my phone. Should we flip this, actually? Should we flip that bass sound into a drum and bass tune? I'm not leaning back now. I'm just listening to it at this point. I'm no longer like appreciating and stuff. I'm no longer on tech mode. I'm just listening to it to be like, yeah, this is what we made. This is cool. This was cool. This was fun. This was nice. I probably won't finish this.